All right, friends, it's time again to learn about your favorite game, Legends of Gadia. And today we're learning about the Maid, and specifically the Maid's signature team up, Purest Heart, which is cards 4, the Maid, and card 1, the Child together. This is one of the most powerful team ups in the game and defeats most anything 2 cards or less. And so that's why I always say this is one of the main 3 team ups that if you've got it, you definitely want to prioritize in your hand. And the other ones, while I'm talking about it, are these 2. So Purest Heart, Song of Resurrection, and Seeress of Fate are what I kind of call, or they're called the Grand Trinity, and I kind of call them like your 3 main team ups that you always want to prioritize if you happen to have in your hand. Because as I said, any of them defeats basically anything 2 cards or less, except for each other, because they kind of check and balance each other, as you can see. That's why they're a trinity. And they each also have a specific single card weakness, which I'll get into. So let me explain. First of all, Purest Heart up here, cards 4 and 1, the Maid and the Child, are basically like the embodiment of goodness and purity and all the nice things, light magic, whatever. So they defeat specifically dark magic and unholy things, such as these 2. Card 5, the Herald, and card 11, the Wizard, are Song of Resurrection, and basically they're doing necromancy. The 2 of them are in a graveyard casting magic and playing an evil song, and up pops a dead guy. So Song of Resurrection is fun in that, in addition to being a super powerful Grand Trinity team up, they have a special effect where you get to resurrect a dead card from the discard pile. Whichever single one you want, you just have to show all your opponents. So it's also a very handy, even though it's dark magic and it's all wicked, it's a very handy team up to have. They in turn defeat Seeress of Fate, which is card 6, the Lady, and card 8, the Sage. The 2 of them together are basically a super powerful astrologer. So they know all about fate and the ways of fate. They embody fate, right? So if you're resurrecting a dead dude, then you're basically undoing fate. So that's why they defeat Seeress of Fate. Seeress of Fate in turn defeats Purest Heart. Why? Because whether you're a good or a bad person, you're going to die. So fate wins. So these 3, as you can see, make up this handy Grand Trinity. They defeat each other. And also, as I mentioned, each of them has a weakness, which is just a single card. And the weakness for both Song of Resurrection and Seeress of Fate is the same card. Card number 12, the Paladin. And why? Because he is so holy and beyond that he defeats dark magic. And he defies fate, so he defeats them too. So a single paladin will defeat either of these super powerful team ups. So he is super handy to have, as you can see. Now, the paladin does not, however, defeat Purest Heart. Why? Because if these 2 cute little kids come up and ask him for something, well, he's a pretty nice guy. He's going to say yes. So he does not defeat these guys. However, these 2 do have their own single card weakness, and that is this man. Card number 8, the Sage. Why? Because the Sage is a scholar. He loves books and he hates children. So he will defeat this powerful team up all by himself. So it's pretty handy if you have a single Sage or a single Paladin lying around. And the fun thing about these weaknesses, is that once you play him to defeat Purest Heart, you're back to singles. So your next opponent will just have to play like a 9 or a single card to defeat him. So it's kind of fun. So that's how the Grand Trinity works in Legends of Gadia. Be sure to follow our Kickstarter page, which is in my bio. And yeah, get ready. The Kickstarter is coming soon.